Good morning, my friend. Dan, how you doing?
Doing well. Good afternoon, my friends. And we're into the action. Bobby's gonna have to take a mulligan. He had a lot of lands in that opening 7.
Looks like we mulled too. Our hand was, I don't know, it was okay, but I think it would have gotten run over. There was no interaction or anything. This hand we found a Path to Exile, which I think is probably going to be pretty key here.
That's a pretty important card. So Bobby continues to streak from the last match with the opening hand Spells Guide as from it's a one of, but it's a kind of an infinite of if you just draw it like this. He's got the elf, the Spells Guide, 2 chords, and a Dusk Watch. So kind of a setup, and the Spells Guide's really nice.
Yeah, and I mean, you're going to see this hand pretty soon here next turn, probably. We've got a Special Procession, Second Plane, Squadron Hawk Path, and a Ranger.
Yeah, the top deck Druid for turn. It's nice for Bobby. He wouldn't have minded a land either, but probably Druid is better in general. He is still pretty far away from actually comboing. He can't exactly chord for 2 yet. Kami just keeping Bobby super honest. Nice. I don't think he can have anything to punish the block, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to play any white pump spells, right? Well, Bobby's gonna take a good look anyway, but he did decide to block.
Yeah. I don't think anything that punishes that. I think it was more of a gut check. It's important to figure out if your opponent's a coward or not. Bobby is confirmed not coward.
Bobby just continues drawing mana creatures. Now he's got another Llanowar Elf. Looks like he's deciding between just more development. He's gonna go for the elf, and then he's gonna play the Spells Guide over the Dusk Watch.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, seems fine.
How many Dusk Watches is Bobby running?
3.
Okay.
3 copies.
Okay, so we've drawn a second Path to Exile, which obviously lines up pretty well against the Spells Guide.
So Kami just sort of setting up for the super long game, like of course he wants to do. So he doesn't pop the Martyr immediately. He wants to make sure he gets his hand like as full as possible before doing that. Makes sense.
Yeah, the only point of contention here I think would be holding up double Path to Exile in case he had the Vizier of Remedies into, whichever flavor combo.
All right, looks like Bobby's going to make some moves. He drew another Duskwatch for a turn, so he's going to go for the chord for 2, get the Vizier, and then presumably this is going to draw out the path, and that's going to get spell guided. And I think Bobby has a path to victory with the other chord in hand.
Yeah, so this is where I was talking about holding up that double path. Yeah.
Yeah, we actually never ended up getting the Murder of Sands reveal. If the game does actually end right here, which it looks like it will.
Looks like it's going to.
But yeah, double path definitely would have been. Oh, okay.
So we're gonna reveal the 2 paths and then concede. That makes sense.
Yeah, so as we were saying with the block, important to determine if your opponent's a coward, and then when you punt, important to show your opponent that you punted, so that.
Oh yeah, this is just MTG basics.
Yeah.
All right, so from Kami's side, we're bringing in Kami of False Hope, Day of Judgment, and Ruined Halo. It looks like we're taking out some Spectral Possessions and a Johnny, which makes sense to me. Take out the grindy stuff.
Yeah, Bobby's looks like he's preparing to grind. He's bringing his Ranger's Guiles, 2 Selfless Savior, a Reclamation Sage, and the Yasharn. He's got pulled aside, and he's looking at most of the sideboard. Let's see. Yeah, he wants all of his Selfless Saviors, it looks like, and his Ranger's Guile for sure. And then that Yasharn and the Rec Sage in his for sure pile. Looks like he's looking at a lot of stuff though.
Yeah, so we're looking at Bobby's list right now. Piles really haven't changed over here, but you kind of see if he needs to play around some weird tech.
Might need to play around a Weird Harvest. Yeah, looks like Bobby's going to shave one Weird Harvest. Yeah, not sure he has room for this other guile, so he doesn't bring that in. Yeah, I'm having a bit of a hard time figuring out what all he sided out. It was one primal command. Yeah, one Weird Harvest. He's got his two Selfless Saviors. In No, those actually were in the main. Okay, I don't know what's happening. There's a lot of cards moving around there. We got Kitchen Finks. Was that in there? It was. I'm lost, guys. I'm sure that the viewers did a better job keeping track of that than I did. But
we have been sideboarded.
yes.
So we take a mulligan to a pretty bad 6. There's no interaction. We got 4 lands.
Oh, the trash shock. Here it comes.
we got 4 lands, double Saracen at Ranger. We can't keep that. Oh, it's a barely keepable 5 too. I think we have
Bobby's hand is not exciting. It's 4 lands, Weird Harvest, Druid, and the Spellskite again.
Oh, we went to 4, and our
The
4 is kind of worse.
Bobby. Oh, going to 4. That is rough.
Yeah, so we got 4 lands. The enchantment creature gets protection.
Yes.
Ranger and Path. But man, this is rough. I think that 5 probably should have been kept, but there's just no interaction there. Like he had Squadron Hawks. Like it would have beat, I think, a modern Jund deck just because it had Squadron Hawks. But
yeah.
It doesn't beat modern Jund, right?
So Kami's probably going to keep it. Probably going to keep Path at least, and 1 or 2 lands.
Yeah, it looks like we're keeping 2 lands, Ranger of Eos, and Path to Exile. Which shout out to the old border Path to Exile.
Shout out indeed. Bobby's gonna rip a chord for a turn and just play some tap lands.
It's really pretty good. So my apologies if you said it, but what does Bobby have in his hand right now?
Yeah, so he's got plenty of lands, 3 lands. He's got a Spellskite, of course. Here you're gonna see it right now, and then he's got Druid, a Llanowar Elf he drew for turn, Chord, and Weird Harvest. So just a ton of redundancy, and then the Spellskite, which actually can be pathed. But that's really what Bobby wants it to do anyway, so that's not gonna be a problem for him.
Did you say that Spellskite's a 1 of?
As far as I know, it is.
That's brutal. So we've ripped some lands, so we'll get to go Ranger of Eos, which is good. A little refuel. So what here? If we path this, I think if we fetch up a giant killer, I don't know if. See, how does Bobby win? There's the one that pumps a creature.
Yeah, the Shalai Voice of Plenty. There's also that Wildheart Invoker that we saw in the last match. I believe he can get infinite life, but like that would actually be kind of hilarious against Kami. I guess it would beat him. That's kind of what he's doing. Let's see. I think those are the main ways, right? Because he can like Carrion Feeder, Vizier, and Finks like to get infinite, I guess. Not seeing other payoffs, but
Chord for 1 here
should be good enough.
Was like another mana ramp guy. No, Selfish Slave.
So, this is actually pretty spicy. Okay, I was thinking no, of course he can't protect, but so he's gonna have extra protection. That's what is.
Oh yeah, because it's indestructible. It's not protection from. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Gotcha.
But
I wonder that was the take.
Yeah, like it would help against like the board sweepers, but yeah, just against specifically Path, it's not doing a ton. I wonder if Bobby was accounting for that. The timing on it looked like he wanted to protect his Spellskite.
Yeah, I mean, I think it still makes sense though, because like it's an open deck list event. Bobby knows that Kami's bringing in wrath effects, and
yeah,
being able to not worry about that feels pretty important to me.
Yeah, so actually, without I think we're probably going to see a weird harvest here, honestly, because like Bobby really doesn't have a ton going on. That's presumably going to be really good for Kami, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like he's just going to get. Let's see. I don't know what the number is going to be, because he can pay X. He has a lot of mana. That's basically all he has going on. So if he just gets like 3 or 4 creatures here, like that's gonna be pretty good for him. But like Kami's gonna have.
Now, of course, I know naturally, but for those who are listening and on YouTube who don't know, what does Weird Harvest do?
Yeah, so each player gets to search for X creature cards, and they shuffle the library at the end. So they don't get them onto the battlefield; they just put them in their hand. So it's basically like your, triple demonic tutoring creatures.
Right.
Each player gets to do that. So it's pretty spicy one for sure.
All right. There it is.
All right, he's getting the Yasharn. Not sure I understand all the implications of that one. So it says that you can't pay life or sacrifice non-land permanents to cast spells or activate abilities.
So that's playing around Kami False Up, I guess. Don't know what else it's doing.
Right. I think that might be the main thing.
Yeah.
It was also a big creature, and it like grabs a land. And actually grabs a forest and a plains. Anyway, so yeah, Bobby's got the combo now. He's got his elemental boar, and he's got a Death Watch.
Does he have a way to go off, like to give Devoted Druid haste?
I think it would have to be the post-mortem lunge, and he doesn't have it in hand currently.
Okay.
I think that would work because you can, if you have enough mana, like you can sacrifice the druid like the turn you play it, and then if you cast the post-mortem lunge on it, it'll get haste. But that's like a, I don't know, 6 mana line or something without doing the math.
Well, we've got a lot of cards in hand.
Yeah, that's exactly what Kami wants to do. He would like some interaction, which he's.
Yeah, so right now we've got Giant Killer, which I think is going to do a whole lot. Saracen and Ranger Veos, Kami False Hope, and then the 3 Squadron Hawks. So you got a lot of grind, just not a lot of interaction, which is, I think, way more important here.
Yep. So like Bobby's going to put his combo onto the table. No, he's not. Oh, okay, that makes sense. He's going to hold back his payoff and his combo creature for a turn to go off.
Yeah, that makes sense. Druid Maria, so more grind, but
yeah, I think Bobby's probably going to be able to put it together next turn unless Kami has anything.
Yeah, we're just sitting on 1 Giant Killer. That's all we've got.
Yeah, I think he's going to be able to go for either Wildheart Invoker or Shalai.
Actually, we can Giant Killer the. Okay, too late.
You can like Giant Killer after he's already like pumped the power a bunch, but like I don't think that's not doing anything, is it? Because he should have enough.
Well, we can Giant Killer the thing they can't, so we can't sack Kami of False Hope.
Yeah, he doesn't. Oh no, but he can make the he can. How many flyers does he have?
Oh yeah, because Selfless Save.
Oh no, well he doesn't have to do pump power. He can like do the Wildheart Invoker to give trample, and pump all the power. So I think he's gonna be able to kill him through all of his blockers here.
Yeah, it looks like Bobby's got it.
Bobby just putting on a clinic here.
Yeah, Kami's looking at the 1 Giant Killer, but yeah, it's not going to do it. All right, well, good games. Looks like Bobby. I mean, Kami certainly has a lot of grind. I mean, he named his deck Mono White Jund, which I think does it justice. But you just need a whole lot of interaction. It's similar to Death Shadow Mono, where you really you're asking questions your opponent's like, do you have removal for what I have? And just didn't line up.
Yeah, and this time Kami didn't. Of course, he did have to mulligan to 4 that game, but yeah, definitely not an ideal matchup for Kami. Pretty tough one.
Yeah. Hey, Case, good
Yeah,
games.
good games.